Hi, this is Shaolin Guitar Instructor. This is a video on how to restring your steel string acoustic guitar. First of all, I'm going to talk about the parts of the guitar. Okay, this area right here is called the bridge. These little, they're called pins, with bridge pins, where that hold the string into the bridge. This is the neck. This is the body. This is the pick guard. These metal pieces on the neck are called frets. In between the frets is called the fretboard. Then we have this area where the strings go over to the tuners is called the nut. This piece of plastic or whatever. These are tuning knobs where you tune your string. So first of all, first thing you want to do is say your string breaks, right? Okay, so I'm going to pretend like this broke. Oops, string broke, right? Okay, well, first thing you want to do is take out the string which is held by the bridge pin. So it's usually very difficult, sometimes difficult to pull it out, and you may not be able to do it with your hand. So sometimes a winder has a part on it where it can just grab it and pull it out like that, see? Alright. And sometimes you have to find something else that can help to do that. So we have the string with the ball end, see? Oops, sorry. The ball end or the grommet. Now you have your pin, which is, there's a side that slot is open, which is going to go facing towards the tuners. And so what you do is you just take the ball end, put your just barely into the hole, put your pin, against it, and then you just push down. Just tight, nice and tight. There you go. Now you have your string, and you put it. Well, actually, part of the string we have to take off. That broke, right? So we unwind it and pull it. And if your string is not broken, but you want to replace it and it's still attached to both ends, first thing you do is loosen this end and take it out from this end, and then you pop the bridge pin. Yeah, you want to take this, make sure this end is loose enough and out. So anyways, here we have this string. Now you put it into the hole, into the tuner hole, the tuning peg hole or whatever, and let's see, dang it, there we go, so it's in. Now you want your string put this out. You want your strings to be wounded with this part staying under. You don't want it to go over top. You want it to go this way, under. So I'll show you, for instance. And you want, when you put your string, you want a little bit of slack. I'd say about a couple inches from the top, like this. So now you tighten. Oops, see, that's the wrong way. You want it to go this way. So the string curls from underneath. You don't want it to curl from on top. You want it to curl. And this goes for all the strings. All the strings are done the same way. So this is just one string I'm doing. Okay? One string. You want it to go underneath. You don't want it to go over top. You want the string to coil from underneath. So there we go. Whoops. Whichever way you have to turn it, then you'll know. And so there's, like I said, there's a little slack on it. And we're just gonna try to get 3 coils is good too. It'll work. Just, I'm sure you'll get used to it. So starting to tighten. See, mine isn't even that. Doesn't even have that many coils, but it'll work. And so maybe I could have left a little more slack, but let's see. So it's all gonna coil nice and even, one under each other. Coil under each other. So let's see how we're doing here. Yep, it's looking good. So you hear it tightening. Now my guitar is tuned to the right. Oh, I'm sorry, to the right pitch. So, and another thing you want to do. So once you start to tighten your string, so we have it on there. It's not too coiled, but and we have this extra slack. What you want to do is you want to stretch it out a little bit. So just kind of like I like to bend the string a little, nice and easy, not too a little bit here and there, or just even just kind of gently, gently stretch it, or just push it up, push it with your hand. So now, let's see. So now I'm gonna stretch a little bit more, all around a little bit different parts of the string, and so that's where the E is about supposed to be. So your guitar is strung on, and this string is put on, strung. This is how it's done to all the other strings, and so you have this little extra part right hanging. What you can do is you want to cut it, right? So you can cut it. A lot of people like to cut it right next to the end. And if you're not able to cut it, say you're not able to cut it, but you want it out the way, you can just do a nice little loop and etc. Me, I just cut it. I like to leave a little bit, maybe about almost a centimeter, and just there we go, just a little something. And be careful, these are very prickly and can cut you and poke you. So there you go. Now the guitar is strung. Boom. Thank you. You're welcome.